the heart of the Nicholls community. An 18-hole golf course that intertwines itself between homes and wildlife. But now, as part of the Reimagine campaign, the Constantino Group are keen to utilise the land for redevelopment. This could see over 49 hectares of open space vanish. Harry Constantino formed a people's panel to link his ideas to the Nicholls community.
So we were there to represent the people of Nicholls in the rezoning of the golf course, and our role was to investigate exactly what people were after out of the golf course redevelopment and feed that back to Harry.
The Constantino Group have owned the course for 12 years and have since reported a loss of $8 million. The Nicholls community gathered last month to discuss the plans for the golf course. Over 500 residents attended a Q&A session with 9 political speakers and believe that the course should stay the way it is.
We will not support any rezoning under any circumstance.
The response from the community was a resounding no to any redevelopment. The People's Panel constructed a survey to address the ideas of the community. This resulted in 63% of residents indicating they wanted no change at all. 83% said that it is important to maintain the land as open space for the suburb.
Personally, it's about the character of the suburb that we live in and that I love and that I moved to in order to enjoy.
For 5 years, Nigel has lived with an amazing backdrop over his fence and worries that if the golf course doesn't get used, it could be in danger.
Use the facilities. There are some terrific facilities up there. And while we'd like probably to see more marketing, I suppose, from the owners of the facilities up there, what we're saying to people is do use the facilities. There's a lot of opportunity there.
The lingering question that still remains if the redevelopment goes ahead is whether the prices of property will decline.
It could also reduce the appeal of the property. So when they go to sell, they could promote it as, look, you know, we're back onto a golf course, beautiful reserve, a lot of wildlife. But now, if a development does go ahead, it may be harder to sell.
The course is not only home to residents, but it is occupied by a range of wildlife. Kangaroos, ducks and all kinds of bird life wander the open pastures.
I mean, if you move trees, if you turn a rural area into a residential area, of course it will have an effect on wildlife.
James Milligan is a strong believer that the course should stay the same, but he fears that if changes are made, it could have a rolling effect.
My concern is if a redevelopment of Gold Creek Country Club, Golf Club, is granted, it could set a precedent where other areas across the ACT could be also turned into redevelopment. We've seen a decline in the maintenance and upkeep of a lot of our sporting facilities across the territory. I'm concerned that if this maintenance and upkeep is not kept, we might lose more of these spaces around the territory.
Tom Ross, Now You See News.